Welcome to Rare Breed Brotherhood. True strength lies not in dominating others, but in mastering yourself. In a world obsessed with labels and hierarchies, the Sigma male stands apart, carving his own path without seeking approval or validation. He isn't interested in playing the alpha's game or following the beta's lead. Instead, he thrives in solitude, guided by his own principles, and operates on his own terms. This independence intimidates the weak, who often rely on societal structures to feel secure. Yet it's the same trait that earns the admiration of the strong, who see in the Sigma male a reflection of resilience, intelligence, and quiet power. But what makes a Sigma male truly remarkable isn't just his ability to live outside the system, it's his ability to thrive there. He's the master of adaptability, the strategist who plays the long game, and the thinker who values authenticity over conformity. If you've ever felt out of place in a world that demands you fit in, this video is for you. Discover why the Sigma male's mindset is both feared and admired, and how you can embody this unique strength. Number 1. Invisibility with intent. Sigma males possess an uncanny ability to control their presence, moving through life with a deliberate invisibility that's as strategic as it is effective. Unlike alphas who thrive on attention and dominance, Sigmas don't feel the need to constantly announce themselves. They can blend seamlessly into the background, observing, analyzing, and calculating their next move without drawing unnecessary attention. But this isn't passivity, it's intentional. When the moment calls for it, they can step forward, commanding the room with a presence that feels both unexpected and undeniable. This fluidity, this ability to disappear and reappear at will, is what makes them unpredictable. The weak find this unnerving. They're accustomed to people who are either clearly dominant or clearly subordinate, fitting neatly into the social hierarchy. The Sigma male, however, refuses to stay confined to any one role. He can be the silent observer one moment and the decisive leader the next. This unpredictability leaves the weak unsettled, as they struggle to categorize or control someone who doesn't play by their rules. To the strong, this adaptability is a mark of brilliance. The ability to choose when to engage and when to retreat demonstrates a mastery of timing and awareness. It's not about avoiding responsibility or action, it's about understanding that not every moment requires you to assert yourself. This kind of restraint, paired with the capacity to act decisively when needed, is a rare and valuable skill. By choosing invisibility over constant visibility, the Sigma male not only protects his energy, but also ensures that when he does make his presence known, it carries weight. This intentional unpredictability sets him apart, earning both fear and admiration in equal measure. Number 2, defiance of social gravity. Sigma males live in defiance of social gravity, effortlessly stepping outside the traditional power structures that most people cling to for identity and purpose. While others obsess over their rank in the social or professional hierarchy, Sigmas quietly remove themselves from the game altogether. They don't need to prove themselves to a boss, a peer group, or even society at large. Their value isn't tied to their position, and they refuse to let others define their worth. This rejection of hierarchy is unsettling to the weak. People who depend on external validation, titles, ranks, or social status, see the Sigma's independence as a direct threat. They need the structure to feel secure, to know where they stand, and to measure themselves against others. When a Sigma male operates entirely outside of that structure, it exposes just how fragile and arbitrary those hierarchies really are. It's like pulling the rug out from under them, leaving them uncertain and often resentful. To the strong, however, this defiance is inspiring. It takes a transcendent mindset to recognize that true power doesn't come from climbing a ladder. It comes from stepping off of it and forging your own path. The strong see in the Sigma male a kindred spirit, someone who has risen above the petty struggles for dominance and validation. It's not about rebellion for its own sake. It's about understanding that the rules of the game are optional, not mandatory. By rejecting hierarchical norms, Sigmas create a life driven by internal purpose rather than external expectation. This freedom, this ability to define their own success, is what makes them both feared and admired. They don't just operate outside the system, they prove that you don't need the system to thrive. That, in itself, is a rare and powerful kind of strength. Number 3. Mastery of emotional judo. Sigma males are masters of emotional judo, a skill that sets them apart in a world where negativity often holds people back. When others throw insults, criticism, or hostility their way, Sigmas don't react in the expected ways. No anger, no self-pity, no desperate need to defend themselves. Instead, they absorb that energy, analyze its purpose, and redirect it into something productive. It's as if every attempt to undermine them only makes them stronger. This ability is deeply unsettling to the weak. People who thrive on conflict or manipulation expect their negativity to create chaos or weaken their target. When a Sigma male refuses to play that game, it's disorienting. Their resilience neutralizes the weak's attempts to control or harm them, leaving those individuals feeling powerless and exposed. It's not just the lack of reaction. It's the way Sigmas quietly turn what was meant to break them into fuel for personal growth. For the strong, this trait is a source of admiration. The ability to convert adversity into strength shows emotional intelligence, discipline, and foresight. It demonstrates a level of self-control that most aspire to, but rarely achieve. The strong understand that life will always throw challenges their way, and they respect the Sigma's ability to use those challenges as stepping stones, rather than stumbling blocks. Mastering emotional judo isn't about suppressing emotions or pretending nothing affects them. It's about choosing how to respond, turning setbacks into opportunities and criticism into clarity. By refusing to let negativity define their path, Sigmas show that true power lies in controlling your reaction and transforming adversity into momentum. It's a mindset that makes them nearly untouchable, feared by those who seek to harm them and admired by those who seek to grow. Number 4. Strategic non-engagement. Sigma males possess the rare ability to practice strategic non-engagement, a skill that sets them apart in a world where impulsive reactions are often mistaken for strength. They don't waste their energy on every argument, every challenge, or every invitation to conflict. Instead, they evaluate the stakes, the outcomes, and the significance of the situation before deciding whether it's worth their time. This deliberate approach to engagement isn't just smart, it's a demonstration of self-mastery. For the weak, this refusal to react is unnerving. Many people rely on conflict and drama as a way to assert control or force validation. When a Sigma male declines to engage, it's perceived as dismissive or even insulting. The weak struggle to understand that choosing not to fight isn't about fear or indifference. It's about understanding the bigger picture. Sigmas refuse to be pulled into petty games, and this restraint leaves those who thrive on chaos feeling powerless and exposed. The strong, however, see this trait in a completely different light. They recognize that true power doesn't lie in constant confrontation, but in knowing when to act and when to hold back. Sigmas embody the principle of precision, conserving their energy for battles that truly matter and outcomes that align with their goals. This focus allows them to remain calm and composed, even in the face of provocation, earning the respect of those who understand the value of discipline. Strategic non-engagement isn't about passivity, it's about control. By not reacting to every external pressure, Sigma males retain their energy, focus, and autonomy. This calculated approach ensures that when they do engage, their actions carry weight. It's a quality that unsettles the weak, but commands admiration from those who understand the true meaning of strength. Number 5. Adaptive nonchalance. Sigma males possess an unparalleled ability to remain composed under pressure, a quality best described as adaptive nonchalance. This isn't apathy or detachment. It's the ability to stay calm and collected, even when chaos is swirling around them. Their unshakable demeanor allows them to see situations with clarity and act with precision, no matter how intense the circumstances become. For the weak, this calmness is deeply unsettling. Many people thrive on drama and chaos, using it as a way to assert influence or distract from their own insecurities. In the presence of a Sigma male who remains unbothered and in control, this tactic falls flat. It's frustrating to those who rely on emotional volatility to manipulate or destabilize others. The Sigma's steady presence acts as a silent reminder of what they lack: emotional discipline and inner strength. The Strong, on the other hand, recognize this trait as a hallmark of true leadership. Staying composed under pressure is no small feat. It requires self-awareness, confidence, and an ability to manage both internal and external challenges. The Strong admire Sigmas for their ability to handle adversity without crumbling, knowing it's a sign of someone who can lead without succumbing to fear or panic. Adaptive nonchalance isn't about ignoring problems, it's about addressing them with a level head. Sigma males don't let emotions dictate their actions. They adapt to challenges with calm resolve, focusing on solutions instead of getting lost in the noise. This approach not only sets them apart, but also earns them respect from those who value strength of character. Whether navigating personal struggles or high-stakes situations, their ability to stay composed becomes a source of both admiration and envy. Number 6. Perpetual learners. Sigma males are perpetual learners, always evolving and refining themselves in ways that others often miss. They don't rest on their laurels or get comfortable with their current level of knowledge. Instead, they see learning as an endless pursuit, whether it's mastering a new skill, deepening their understanding of a subject, or challenging their own assumptions. For them, growth isn't a phase, it's a constant process that fuels their development. This relentless pursuit of knowledge unnerves the weak. People who are satisfied with their current state often feel threatened by those who are constantly striving for more. The Sigma male's growth highlights a gap that the weak can't easily bridge, whether that gap is intellectual, emotional, or professional. The idea that someone is always getting better, always moving forward, exposes the complacency of those who are content with stagnation. This discomfort often turns into fear or resentment, because the Sigma's journey reminds them of how far they still have to go. For the Strong, however, the Sigma's commitment to continuous learning is deeply inspiring. The Strong recognize that true mastery doesn't come from achieving one level of success. It comes from always seeking the next challenge, the next opportunity to grow. They understand that there's no end to the process of self-improvement, and admire the Sigma for embracing this truth. It's not just about accumulating knowledge. It's about the discipline, the humility, and the vision to push beyond what's already known. Perpetual learners don't settle for mediocrity. They embody the idea that excellence is a journey, not a destination, and their constant evolution makes them a force to be reckoned with. This dedication to growth is what makes Sigma males both feared and admired. They are a living reminder that there's always more to achieve, and they never stop reaching for it. Number 7. Disruption without chaos. Sigma males have an uncanny ability to disrupt group dynamics without ever uttering a word. Their mere presence shifts the energy of a room, recalibrating the focus of the people around them. This disruption isn't chaotic or attention-seeking. It's a subtle, almost invisible force that redefines the way others behave and think. They don't try to dominate conversations or assert control. Instead, their quiet confidence and self-assurance create an atmosphere where people feel compelled to reassess their approach. For the weak, this silent influence is unsettling. They rely on the noise and movement of social interactions to feel secure, and the Sigma's calm, centered presence can throw them off balance. The lack of outward aggression or visible leadership confuses them, leaving them unsure of how to react. This invisible force shakes the very foundation of their understanding, making them feel unstable and, at times, powerless. To the Strong, however, this kind of disruption is a sign of true power. It's not about creating chaos for the sake of control. It's about bringing clarity and focus to a situation. When a Sigma male steps into a room, the energy naturally shifts. People become more deliberate, more aware, and more focused on the task at hand. They aren't distracted by unnecessary drama or noise, but instead are drawn to the Sigma's unwavering composure and sense of purpose. This ability to disrupt without chaos is what makes the Sigma male so unique. They don't need to force change. It happens naturally through their presence. Whether in a meeting, a social setting, or a high-stakes situation, their quiet influence brings order to disorder and clarity to confusion. This rare skill is what makes them both feared and admired. They disrupt in a way that leaves everyone around them better for it. Number 8. Boundary enforcers. Sigma males have an unwavering sense of personal boundaries, and they enforce them with a clarity and confidence that leaves no room for ambiguity. They know what they will and won't tolerate, and they aren't afraid to assert these limits, no matter the situation. This unapologetic enforcement of boundaries isn't about being rigid or controlling. It's about maintaining self-respect and protecting their time, energy, and emotional well-being. For the Sigma, boundaries are essential to preserving their independence and mental peace, and they don't hesitate to reinforce them when necessary. For the weak, this boundary setting is seen as intimidating. Many people are accustomed to pushing others' limits, whether through manipulation, guilt, or passive-aggressive behavior. They rely on others being pliable, willing to compromise, or bend to their needs. A Sigma's refusal to allow anyone to overstep is unsettling. It's not just about denying them access, it's a stark reminder that they cannot manipulate or control the Sigma. This forces the weak to confront their own insecurities and reliance on others' compliance, leaving them feeling powerless and often resentful. The strong, on the other hand, respect this trait deeply. They understand that healthy boundaries are a fundamental aspect of self-respect. By enforcing their limits, Sigma males demonstrate the importance of valuing oneself, protecting personal space, and ensuring that relationships and interactions are based on mutual respect, not exploitation. The strong admire Sigmas for their emotional intelligence and their ability to stand firm in what they believe is necessary for their well-being. Boundary enforcement is a powerful act of self-preservation and growth. Sigma males show that true strength lies in the ability to protect your own energy, refusing to let anyone dictate the terms of your life. This unapologetic stance makes them both feared and admired, intimidating to those who seek to overstep, and a lesson in personal power for those who respect it. Number 9. Masters of the long game, Sigma. Males are masters of the long game, always thinking several steps ahead and prioritizing long-term strategy over fleeting, short-term gains. While many are caught up in the rush of immediate gratification, whether in their careers, relationships, or personal achievements, Sigmas stay focused on their larger vision. They understand that success and fulfillment are not about instant results, but about steady, deliberate progress over time. Their patience and foresight allow them to build foundations that others often overlook, positioning themselves for greater rewards in the future, even if those rewards are not immediately visible. For the weak, this ability to delay gratification is a source of fear. They're accustomed to acting impulsively, seeking quick fixes or temporary wins to feel a sense of achievement. The Sigma's long-term focus challenges this mindset, revealing how shallow their approach often is. It's uncomfortable to face the reality that the weak are playing a different game, one where immediate results hold more value than enduring success. The Sigma male's methodical, calculated approach to life exposes the short-sightedness of others, leaving them feeling insecure and unprepared for the challenges ahead. For the strong, however, the Sigma's long-term vision is a thing of admiration. They understand that real growth, real success, and true power are earned over time, not through momentary triumphs. The strong respect the discipline and patience it takes to operate in this way. Sigmas have the clarity to stay the course, even when the outcome isn't immediately obvious. And this ability to look beyond the present moment to shape the future is something the strong recognize as essential to mastering life. Masters of the long game, Sigma males demonstrate that true power doesn't come from quick wins, but from consistent, thoughtful action over time. Their ability to keep their eyes on the horizon while others are distracted by the present makes them both feared and respected. It's a game they play that few can compete in, but those who do understand the power of patience and strategic vision. Number 10. Unwritten leadership. Sigma males embody a form of unwritten leadership that defies traditional notions of power and authority. They don't demand attention, issue orders, or seek to dominate others. Instead, They lead by example, exuding quiet confidence, decisiveness, and an unshakable sense of purpose. This natural authenticity and composure create a magnetic pull, drawing others to them without any effort on their part. For the weak, this kind of influence is infuriating. They often rely on force, manipulation, or overt displays of authority to assert control, and they can't understand how someone like a Sigma male commands respect without lifting a finger. It's not about titles or positions. Sigmas don't need those. Their influence stems from their ability to remain true to themselves, which highlights the superficiality of traditional power plays. This realization leaves the weak feeling threatened and resentful. The strong, however, admire this organic authority. They see in the Sigma male a leader who doesn't need validation or external recognition to guide others. Sigmas make decisions with clarity and take action when it's necessary, earning trust and loyalty through their competence and integrity. Their leadership isn't about controlling others, it's about inspiring them. This unintentional leadership style is perhaps the most powerful of all. People naturally follow someone who seems to know where they're going, and Sigma males project an air of certainty and self-reliance that's hard to ignore. They don't try to lead. They simply live in a way that inspires others to step up and align themselves. It's this subtle, unspoken influence that makes them both respected and envied, proving that the most impactful leaders are often the ones who never set out to lead at all. As I wrap up, in the end, Sigma males stand as a testament to what it means to live life on your own terms. They don't chase validation, they don't play by society's rules, and they certainly don't let the opinions of the weak dictate their path. They move through the world with a quiet confidence that disrupts norms without effort, inspires without asking, and leads without demanding. This authenticity is what both intimidates and attracts. The weak are threatened by what they can't control, while the strong are drawn to the clarity, focus, and strength that Sigmas naturally embody. If you identify with this, if you recognize the power in being self-sufficient, adaptable, and relentlessly focused on personal growth, then you are already walking the Sigma path. You don't need to conform to be respected. Your actions, your integrity, and your ability to think for yourself set you apart. It's a journey of constant learning, of mastering emotional resilience, and of living authentically, no matter the cost. But you don't have to do it alone. Joining a brotherhood of like-minded individuals, those who value strength, wisdom, and self-discipline, can provide the support and accountability that will push you further. Embrace the challenge of evolving, of pushing the limits of what you're capable of, and find strength in a community that respects those who walk the path less traveled. You've already begun the journey. Now, take the next step and join a group that will help you become the best version of yourself. This is your time. Keep moving forward. See you in our next video. God bless you.